Hello, so this is part one of the PCR lab video, and these are the things you're going to need. You're going to need your thermocycler, your power cord, your USB cable to connect your thermocycler to your computer. You're going to use both micropipetters that you have, the P20 and the P10. And then of course both types of tips. You're going to need a toothpick, and you're going to need the extract buffer out of your reagent frozen thing. So go ahead and let that thaw. And then you're going to need one of these little mini PCR tubes, and they came in this white box. Okay, then you need a laptop or some sort of computer. And before you start the lab, you want to download the software for Mini PCR onto your computer, and you can do that. There's a link on Schoology, but also if you go to minipcr.com, you can find that download there. Okay, so the first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to put 50 microliters of the extract buffer into the tube. So you have a P20 and a P10, so the easiest way to do that would be to do two volumes of the 20 and one volume of the 10. Or like, honestly, you could just do 5 10s, I guess, if you wanted to do that. But anyway, I've already done it. Oh, actually, no, this is a new tube. Oh, the tube is in here. So I've already done it. That's 50 microliters. And then what you want to do is take a toothpick, and I'm sure you watched on the video, you're going to rub this toothpick 5 times across the inside of your cheek. My cheek's not in the picture, but 5 times, really kind of good scraping up and down along your cheek. And then you want to take that and swirl it in the extract buffer several times to get off all the cells into the extract buffer, and you'll actually be able to see that the extract buffer is no longer clear when you do that. And then you put that tube inside your thermocycler. So you open the lid by squeezing these sides. So then you clamp on the lid, and then you're going to hook up your computer to the thermocycler. Now, I thought you could do the phone app, but you actually can't because this isn't an updated thermocycler. So you have to use some sort of computer with a USB connection. So you connect the USB here, and then connect the USB to your computer. And then I've already downloaded the software. Okay, so I have the program on my computer. Let me see if this works. Oh. Okay. So what you want to do, it's pretty obvious how to do this, but you just, actually this isn't the new one, dang it. You just set it to heat block, and you can say new protocol, you can say heat block, and then you just set the temperature and the time. So it's going to be 95 degrees for 10 minutes. And then you can save that protocol. And make sure you change the name of the protocol before you save it, otherwise it's just going to say new protocol, and then you're not going to know what the hell it is. But once the mini PCR is connected and you've turned it on, you can go ahead and start the protocol. And you can see there's blinky lights on this, but also on your computer you're going to see the temperature as it's running. So you want to push the little play button, and that should get your heat block going. And so make sure that you're watching the temperature and make sure that it goes up and that it stays up for 10 minutes. It takes a few minutes to get up the temperature, but it doesn't take that long. It's really quick to heat. So once it's gone the 10 minutes, you take it out, and then you're going to take out some of your DNA and start your PCR reaction. So you don't want to, you have to pretty much do your PCR reaction right after you get the DNA out. So you're going to take out your DNA and mix it with the master mix and primers and put it back in your thermocycler. And then you're going to change the protocol to match what it says in the lab manual. So you'll have the right amount of heating and cooling on the program. And that's going to cause the thermocycler to go through the cycles. And then you'll have your DNA. If you want to stop at that point, once you've run the PCR, so you do your heat block to get the DNA out, then you take some of that DNA out, put it in a new tube, put in your primers and your master mix, put it back in here, run the thermocycler for PCR, and then once you take that out, you could just keep it in the freezer. You don't have to do the restriction digest and the gel right away. So that you can keep and then do it later in the day or the next day if you need to. Okay.